daughter, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days brings in another moon, but only thinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night, 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
Napolitan, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news of thee?
Oh, full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, gracious duke, this man hath witched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast sent her rhymes, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment in unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious duke, so be it, she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I claim the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her. It shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to the law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? You be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties. Yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
Well, in himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
Oh, would my father look but with my eyes?
Or rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, you question your desires, know your youth, examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. Were I to be in shady cloister mute, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting fair hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. Thrice blessed are they that master so their blood, to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled than that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin pattern up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for high austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true, he hath my love, and all is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate upon Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius's, which is more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nida's daughter Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
Well, I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But come, Demetrius, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, Look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the Lord of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta. What cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
Duty and with love we follow you.